Hello everyone, this is Apple Prince Eric here and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we'd like to talk about the data mine of the update 14.7. So this is gonna be the new exciting part, but it's also for that the commemoration the 80th anniversary of the end of the Second World War, as well as the pre-10th years of the World of Warships right now to it, but the most exciting part of it. So I would like to go into be discuss about the full topics of the patch data mine though, so be sure to subscribe my channel and click the bell notification icon. Alright, so let's head on for the news to get new insights. So this is gonna be a new excitement in this part. Okay, update 14.7 in the name of tomorrow. So the captains, due to the installation of the update, the server will be unavailable at that time on August 7 for 3 hours duration, Philippine Standard Time. So if you wanted to claim a World of Warships premium account at that time, you can claim your gift before September 1 at 9 p.m. So claim your gift before anything what to do for you say. Okay, so let's get started in these newly topics for the data mine. Alright, the first topic in the name of tomorrow. So starting on August 7 at 3 a.m. until September 18 at 3 a.m. Meet 3 operations, a narrative campaign, and the new collection to mark 80 years since the end of the Second World War. Claim San Diego and other rewards. So this is gonna be the most truly exciting for the San Diego will be claimed for free without taking some gambling measures. But gambling for that though, you lose anything for that money. So we wanted to get it for free. Okay, in update 14.7, we pay tribute to 80 years since the end of the Second World War. You can take part in a series of historically inspired operations and walk through a richly crafted in-game narrative campaign that commemorates key naval events of the war. Complete operation objectives, uncover stories, and earn thematic rewards, including a historically significant ship from the period. Now, for the operations. In the name of tomorrow is a brand new event featuring 3 operations, each live for 1 week. You face off against waves of enemy bots in a team of 7 players handling all the ship types except submarines. Expect escort missions in icy waters, tense night raids under limited visibility conditions, destruction of enemy island infrastructure, and epic final battles. Each operation has its own tier and nation restrictions to reflect historical events. But don't worry, if you lack the required vessels, we'll provide for your needs during the event. The fun only rounds up from there. For the last week update 14.7 and 2 weeks into the next update, all operations will rotate with expanded restrictions encompassing tier 8 and 9 ships of 10 nations. This will give you enough time to revisit the operations and complete any secondary tasks still on your list while enjoying the fun and challenging battles. Each operation has regular and random secondary tasks, such as staying in darkness for the whole operation to get stealthy shots, destroy an enemy catapult ship in a limited time, or reaching target islands before the allied ship. Completing these tasks will earn you stars to progress in the narrative campaign. So be sure to check it out though. Okay, the narrative campaign. The narrative campaign offers a look at the years of the Second World War from the perspective of Allied American naval officer Robert Adams. Stars earned in operations unlock campaign stages with insightful story content, cinematic videos, and new thematic rewards, including the underwater explosion enemy destruction effect, the triumphant permanent camouflage for the tech-free ship American battleship Iowa, and a 10 skill point commander Robert Adams himself. Progressing through the campaign will also reward you with the new 39 to 45 Chronicle collection elements and collection achievements upon its completion. Complete the full campaign to earn the event's main reward, the Tier 8 Premium American Light Cruiser San Diego, famous for being the first Allied ship in Tokyo Bay following the cessation of hostilities. So this is gonna be the new exciting in this part. So you might recognize about the triumphant permanent camouflage for Iowa, but it's similarly like her sister ship Missouri though for a long time ago. So now we wanted to get the completion of the collection though, we will get a San Diego for free without taking so much the gambling. So that means to say that I prohibit for the prohibit right now the gambling, but it took cost of the value-added tax as a reason before, so the reason after. If San Diego is already moored in your port, you receive 11,000 doubloons as compensation instead of the ship. All captains who complete the campaign will also be given the option to purchase armory bundles with Missouri as a discount, as well as the festive permanent camouflage for her. Now, for a new thematic content. The new content has been added to the game for the event, including the We Did It patch, themed triumphant camouflages for Barflow and Missouri. Barflow is a member of the Battle Class Destroyer named after the battle. Phosphorus Bombs Enemy Destruction Effect. War is Over container, purchasable for victory tokens earned from the campaign and also obtainable for free via various activities. War is Over premium container, purchasable for doubloons and real money. You can get Barflow, Archangels, and Royal Sovereign from these containers. The ships will also be available for direct purchase ammo pads in the Armory and Pre-10th shop. So you might gonna be notice some 3 new ships that are coming: the Barflow, Archangels, and Royal Sovereign. All 3 are the historical ships though, so this is gonna be exciting for. Okay, the 80 years since Victory event pass. It begins on August 7 at 3 a.m. until September 4 at the same time. Speaking of rewards, it's the perfect time to check out the new Team Event Pass and what it brings. The Event Pass in Update 14.7 joins the commemoration of the end of the Second World War and offers some thematic rewards for the occasion. The first progression line holds 2 times War is Over containers, the 80 years since Victory flag, and a Stormy Sky permanent camouflage for Nebraska as a final reward. The permanent camouflage for Nebraska, as I recognized on that back in early 2023. For even more rewards, unlock the second progression line for 2,500 doubloons to receive the Traditions of the North permanent camouflage for Scone as an immediate bonus. So you might recognize the permanent camouflage for was on back in 2020. After that, you can complete levels by missions or for 750 doubloons each. Progressing further along the line will bring you the Underwater Explosion Enemy Destruction Event and Tier 6 French Light Cruiser de Grasse. You'll find 2 times War is Over premium containers in the second line as well, and the Traditions of the North camouflage for Tier 9 Pan-European Swedish Destroyer Östergötland is the final reward, but it's also recognized for that back in 2020. So I would like to say it's time to get on the claiming ship de Grasse for the impersonal promptu for the straightening of the Marine National into the game. So here's how the full list of event pass rewards as follows. So I'm not gonna read this entirely. For the second progression line reward, you can purchasable for using the balloons. As for compensation though, that if you're ready that I got. The following compensation applies for receiving duplicates of these items. 4.5 million credits for the Traditions of the North permanent camouflage for Scone, 5.125 million credits for the Stormy Sky permanent camouflage for Nebraska, 6.75 million credits for the Traditions of the North camouflage for Östergötland, and 6.75 million credits for de Grasse. Okay, the most exciting part for this update 40.7 though is a Dockyard Laffey. This is gonna be the second historical ship that taking place for the Dockyard event in the year 2025. It starts on August 7 at 4 a.m. until the ends on the last day of September at 3 a.m. Raise high the roof beam. Construction of Tier 10 destroyer Laffey is getting underway at the Dockyard. Remember for the way back 2 years ago, it was going to the first attempt for the destroyer in the Dockyard event was the Tier 10 Pan-Asian destroyer Lucian, but I never claimed it for a while back since the computer is all a malfunction. Now it's time for the second attempt. This time forward is the American destroyer, the historical Laffey, the Allen and Summer class destroyers. Update 14.7 lays the keel of the new ship at the Dockyard. You can add Laffey to your fleet by building her. USS Laffey is a renowned member of the Allen and Summer class destroyer that made her mark in history during the Second World War, even partaking in the Normandy landings. Laffey is most notable for surviving 6 kamikaze strikes and 4 bomb hits during the Battle of Okinawa. Her in-game role is that of a main battery-focused destroyer with strong concealment, an improved defensive AE-fire consumable, the burst fire mode, and enhanced specialized repair teams, a feature that's seldom seen on US destroyers. This set is topped with a special time-based smoke generator, allowing for a more flexible approach, but is similarly the second branch of the American destroyers and the Tet tree. Among Laffey's downsides are short-range torpedoes, short overall smoke time capacity, modest speed, and a small hit point pool for her tier. However, she has enough firepower and means to support a risky, but rewarding gun-focused playstyle, making her a desirable addition to any plow captain's fleet. To build your Laffey, you need to progress through 20 Dockyard ship beauty paces. Of these, 18 can be completed via dedicated combat missions offering additional valuable rewards, including the underwater explosion enemy destruction effect. The remaining 2 paces must be purchased for doubloons. You can purchase individual paces for 3k doubloons, but there are 2 starter packs to fast track your progress. A 2-pace and 6-page pack for 5k and 12.5k doubloons respectively. These packs, however, will be available only until you complete 4 paces via combat missions. Take note of that part though, that before you're gonna start the Dockyard combat mission though, you can always apply the starter packs. So I will take recommended for the 5k doubloons expended. So in order to complete this ship though. Dedicated combat missions will be available throughout update 14.7 and most of 14.8, wrapping up 2 days before the start of the update 14.9, when the Dockyard will be removed from your port. So this is the time which is going to be the never claim for the solution though. We wanted to get the destroyer in the Dockyard Event Laffey, but be sure to check it out, the Dockyard showcase about the Laffey. Link down in the description below. Alright, for the 10th anniversary Grand Voyage, World of Warships is almost about its 10th year anniversary since the game was released. But as always though, the 5 years that I have ever been actively so far, it's time to take up full ahead of this Grand Voyage. It starts on August 7 at 3 AM until on January 1, 2026 at the same time. The game's 10th year anniversary is on the horizon. Join the reward marathon with doubloons, steel, and a free GQ Johnny. Update 14.7 marks the beginning of the massive Grand Voyage event in World of Warships. Join us for the multi-update celebration that kicks off now and continues throughout the anniversary and all the way to the new year. Enjoy long-term activities, special missions, and of course, plenty of great rewards along the way. For update 14.7, we'll see the launch of 3 activities, each offering valuable rewards for consistent participation through the end of the year. Namely, you can add iconic destroyer GQ Johnny to your collection for free and earn up to 32,000 Voyage tokens that can be exchanged for doubloons or steel at a 1.1 rate. Safe to say though, it's time to do something for doubloons and steel. We're going for the 50-50 equation for do so. A welcome bonus lets you earn up to 10,000 Voyage tokens. Log in anytime from the start of the event until the end of November to activate a special series of missions. You can participate in 1 battle per day to earn 350 Voyage tokens. The welcome mission can be completed up to 24 times, and having done that, you earn a bonus reward of 1,600 Voyage tokens. You have until the end of December to complete the welcome bonus activity, but you don't need to play on 24 consecutive days. Just finish the 24 battles on 24 days at your own pace before its deadline. The daily reward track will run throughout the entire Grand Voyage event. A battle a day will earn you 150 Voyage tokens, and the more days you play, the more rewards you get, up to a total of 22,000 Voyage tokens, just for fighting a single battle daily until the event ends. So try not to miss a single day. The famous destroyer Johnston, recreated in her battle damage hull as GQ Johnny, can be yours for free in this long-term activity. During the 10th anniversary Grand Voyage, fight 3 battles per day to get 1 GQ Johnny token, and then fight 2 more battles on that day to get another token. Fill the event progress bar with 180 GQ Johnny tokens, and you obtain the ship. Progress is non-consecutive and you can miss some days. Just watch out for the timer and calculate your efforts correctly. That said, the fastest way to acquire GQ Johnny takes just 90 days by fighting 5 battles per day. If you already own GQ Johnny in your port and still take the steps to complete the event though, you receive 10,000 steel instead of the ship. You can change your voyage tokens under a special tab in the Armory and on dedicated Grand Voyage webpage. Please note, Update 14.7 introduces only some of the Grand Voyage activities and rewards. There's more to come, so keep your binoculars to hand and look to the horizon for future updates. Now, the most important for the Update 14.7 is an Aircraft Carriers and Aviation update. For spotting mechanics to survivability and secondaries, a squadron of changes for aircraft carriers and aviation lands in Update 14.7. A squadron of fresh changes for aircraft carriers and aviation enters the game with Update 14.7. We're determined to improve aircraft carrier and AA mechanics. To achieve this, development is still ongoing. While testing these changes, we also work on smaller tweaks and quality of life changes that we're ready to implement on the live servers, so you can start benefiting from them now. Now, on the Update 14.7 brings the following balance and gameplay changes. To align with surface detectability mechanics, the detectability by air of ships of fire has been standardized to increase by 2 kilometers instead of 3. All A players will get increased spotting range at which they can render ships and planes from 15 to 20 kilometers. All aircraft except for jet planes will have a shared detectability range of 10 kilometers. Maximum base detectability range by air will be set at 10 km for all ships, replacing any previous values higher than 10 km. This change will lower the frequency of being spotted from the air for battleships, large cruisers, and carriers. Ships will no longer have increased detectability by air after firing main battery guns. Aircraft carriers with secondary guns will have access to manual control of them. When under direct plane control, the secondary batteries will have adjusted range, accuracy, and reload time due to balance considerations. Carriers' secondary gun ranges are being standardized. Additionally, some of the ships are getting adjustments to their reload times and shell trajectories to ensure overhaul consistency and comfort in the manual mode. Aircraft carrier flights will have no longer durations but reduced fire damage per second. At the same time, damage control party for carriers will have a shorter cooldown and duration. Overall, carriers' fire resistance has been improved to be in line with high-tier battleships. Ships will be able to restore the same percentage of HP loss to area and submarine acoustic torpedoes, regardless of whether they were hit in the hull or citadel. This way, aerial and acoustic torpedoes will remain a less risky and easier to use weapon than ship-based and non-guided submarine torpedoes in exchange for lower potential damage. Okay, so for detailed information about these changes to tables with parameter modifications though, consult our development blog. We'll keep you updated on the progress of the main set of changes, so stay tuned. Okay, so this is gonna be the most exciting part, the mechanics of the aircraft carriers, what we introduced right now for the manual secondary battery fighting. If you wanted to get close enough to engage enemy submarines as well as destroyers, they keep it on that will be a kept army on against the torpedoes. So you might be consistently at the time for the close quarters engagement. Now, for the next one is the early access to American destroyers continues. So it will be continued on the update 14.7 until its full release on September 4 at 3 a.m. Hodges, Osborne, Christopher, and Burroughs are still available in sequential bundles, while the most wanted random bottles offer American tokens to help you allot them. During Update 14.7, early access is ongoing for the new line of American destroyers, Hodges, Osborne, Christopher, and Burroughs. You can get these gunslingers by exchanging American tokens for sequential bundles, with Burroughs available at the end for doubloons. Additionally, you may also find permanent economic bonuses for Christopher and Burroughs, as well as the righteous and the wanted themed permanent camouflages for these ships, respectively, among other rewards in these bundles. In Update 14.7, you can get American tokens from random bottles for doubloons. These bundles are also a great way to obtain for Sherman, Tennessee 2 times Blue Lagoon permanent camouflage and other valuable items. With the release of the next update though, the new US destroyers will become available for everyone to research in the tech tree, and all unused American tokens will automatically be converted into credits at the rate of 1 token per 15,000 credits. So I gotta make sure right now that I will announce before the update 14.8 is released that I will start right now for the second branch of the American destroyers. But this is gotta be a gunslinger build, which is gotta be a gun build. So in my upcoming first impression in this video though, we would like to see the example for these top tier American destroyer bottles. So stay tuned for that in the future. Okay, for the next one in the Armory. Okay, one of the most new exciting comers in the Armory. So find new tier 8 hybrid cruiser Admiral Laffey for steal and explore the expanded content rarity system. Now for the new ships in the Armory. So Admiral Laffey. Starting with update 14.7, tier 10 French large hybrid cruiser Admiral Laffey will become available in the Armory for 31,000 steel. This ship was named in the honor of Jean Laffey, the head of the French Naval Aviation Service. The ship is a hypothetical French conversion of one of its captured German hybridized O-class battle cruiser with a new French main battery and anti-aircraft weaponry. The O-class battle cruisers stored consistently in the game will now recognize of this A-Gear and the Siegfried. Admiral Laffey focuses more on her main battery guns rather than her aircraft, evidenced by the high accuracy and range. She has the signature French cruiser engine boost consumable, allowing her to redeploy rapidly, and she boasts improved plating thickness on the hangar deck, providing some resistance to long-range fire. This feature and her large HP pool strengthens her ability to have a menacing impact in battle. However, she lacks hydroacuity surge and has high detectability, encouraging them a more careful approach. Admiral Laffey has a squadron of skip bombers that can each unleash a single high-yield payload drop. The squadron can be protected through use of the combat air patrol consumable, which is highly effective in fending off enemy fighters. As a final note, the bombers have a long preparation time, so make sure to pick the right moment to deploy them. Okay, so this is gonna be the most exciting part. Admiral Laffey, the top tier French large hybrid cruiser, aka call it the hybrider. So this is gonna be so exciting for this part that I would like to get for the steel at the time after some of the made of steel permanent camouflage with economic bonuses. So Admiral Laffey is going to be a way similar of the Hildebrand, the German tier 10 counterpart. Okay, so this is gonna be the most exciting part for this ship though in the Armory. So we want to get that in the future. Okay, content rarity expanded to the Armory and Captain's Logbook. The new content rarity system grades ships, camouflages, enemy destruction effects, and potentially other items in the future, providing a more intuitive understanding of the level of effort needed to acquire content and assess its exclusivity. The grades are common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary, which was debuted back at the start of update 14.6. Update 14.7 expands the rarity system to the Armory in content descriptions and through color coding. We added a filter to easily sort Armory items based on rarity. The system has also been implemented for container barge rewards, allowing you to quickly appraise the rewards you receive. Your Captain's Logbook now also has the system, with a new filter added as well. Now, for the brawls on the update 14.7 on as follows. The first brawl starting on next week. So the update 14.7 brings 3 new brawls in different formats. So the first round of brawls taking 3 vs 3 tier 7 ships. No more than 2 cruisers per team, no destroyers in the team. So divisions up to 3 players. So this has to be good news. The first round of brawls is going to be not to be featured for destroyers. The second round of brawls takes on after the first round brawls concluded. there will be a 3 versus 3 tier 9 ships. No more than 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, and 2 destroyers per team. And divisions of up to 3 players. Now, the final round of brawls takes on the top tier ships. There will be a 2 versus 2. No more than 1 battleship and 1 cruiser per team. No aircraft carriers and submarines in the team. Divisions up to 2 players. So basically, the third round of brawls would be similar like the update 40.6 from last week. Okay, for the game balance changes, we're tuning the balance of certain ships based on our analysis of the combat effectiveness and player feedback. You'll find the details of these changes in our development blog publication. Now, for content additions and changes, Oban Festival Flag. The ships are upcoming for the super testing developments. Narai, Pan-Asian Cruiser Tier 8, Bridgeport, US Cruiser Tier 8, a member of the historical Oregon Sea class cruiser. Indiana, US Battleship Tier 9, a member of the South Dakota class battleship 1939 design. And Ocean, the British aircraft carrier Tier 10, a member of the Colossus class aircraft carrier, were added for testing by developers, volunteers, and community contributors. The 9th anniversary gift container is getting a name change and refresh contents from update 14.8. You can check what has changed over on our development blog publication. So the last but not least is some other changes. So if you wanted to check it out immediately. So I hope you enjoy about my latest dev blog pub. So I hope you enjoy about the Datamine of the update 40.7 so far. But the first part is going to be the commemoration of the 18th anniversary of the Second World War, which is still commemorative for the Axis powers were defeated, such as the Germany, the first one back on May, and now for Japan to take place in September. Okay, so that's it for now, but this is going to be the pre-World of Warships 10th year anniversary ever so far. So this is going to be the most exciting up to this point that I played for 5 years. From now on, I hope you enjoy about my patch notes right now of the update 40.7 so far. I hope you enjoy. So be sure to like my video, subscribe my channel, and click the bell notification icon. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the update 40.7. Update 40.7 so far. And I will go to start right now for the top tier Laffey in the Dockyard Event. So I hope you enjoy it for that. Oh, and by the way, so I have a delay for the moment for the YouTube shorts that happen. Is gonna be the close test and new ships that are coming for the update 40.8 so far. But I have to delay for tonight. So it will be taking place right now for that tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I will gonna read in the new topics. So I hope you enjoy, and I would like to see you guys in my next video. So I hope you enjoy for that. Thank you guys. I hope you see you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.